Meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get a tie. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive and doing the shit and making it great. Let me say, I'm tired of struggling every day. About to make some changes.
This wasn't no bear. It was like a bear squad.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto, where we work harder than an ugly stripper for you. Welcome to the Good Morning Show. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Talk about going to the moon and hopefully going soon. Pete, I thought you don't do clickbait shit. I apologize for the cursing and I apologize for the clickbait title. But guess what? If it ever happens, it won't be clickbait anymore. I have something to talk about. We have a tornado of the FTX that came through and destroyed this crypto space. You come here every morning, you hit the like and subscribe, we talk about some crypto news. We talk about the possibilities of what could happen on this channel every day. 1.4K subscribers, we go over a lot. I appreciate if you would please just come over, hit the bell, all notifications, so we do go live. You get this stuff immediately. Total crypto market cap, $850 billion, rising from the $820 that we had just 2 days ago. So $30 billion plus, we're in the green, almost 2%, excuse me. But what I want to talk about today, besides not only talking about some crazy clickbait, right, that somebody may perhaps say I did. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I have the price down here for you at $3,000, and there's a big spot here, and it's very scary. And my December 5th prediction blow-up has nothing to do with that being right there, so please don't pay attention to that. But please hit the like and subscribe. We're talking about this Bitcoin theory. We have 2 problems right now. Currently one right now, and let me just fix something real quick. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me see if this works better. If we can put this placement. All right, so back in 2021, in March 11, 2021, Peter Schiff, right? He talks about all the time his gold, right? He talks about Bitcoin now. He bashes it. He can't stand it. Talking about how Grayscale could be selling. There's a big talk about it, right? However, the BTC opponents' latest attack on Grayscale are immediately rebuffed by the company's CEO. Telling off the gold bug, the CEO said, get your facts straight. Grayscale is not selling Bitcoin to fund share repurchases. And what I think they were doing, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, what I think they were doing was selling for themselves. And what concerns me right now is they currently hold 653,000 and a half of Bitcoin. If they were forced to sell this off, which it said in that article as I pre-closed it accidentally, the only way they would sell is if it got worse. Well, ladies and gentlemen, during the time of that was in March 11th, the price of Bitcoin, which scares the living bejesus out of me. If we go all the way back to 2021, I'm there, and I think I'm clicking onto the wrong event. If you go all the way back, we were trading about 58,000 Bitcoin, and it's pretty concerning. So what I want to say is that time frame, it doesn't make any sense. So what we're going to talk about right now is there might be a sell-off. This could be a tornado. This could be the next tornado I'm talking about. This could be why I think Bitcoin is in this FUD, this fear. It's almost like we're going to keep going down until the next maybe summer of 2023. So we do have about
I want to say a good 8 months to accumulate as much as we can. Now, this is not financial advice, of course. Breaking during the time of November 22nd, right? Bitcoin and crypto would take only a small hit if Grayscale has to sell all their BTC. To save Genesis market, experts have proposed Reg M, regulate, which would allow holders to voluntarily redeem their shares of the GBTC trust without causing forced liquidation of the BTC holdings. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a problem. Reportedly, Genesis had approached crypto exchange Binance to bid for its loan book. However, Binance has denied the proposal. With conflict of interest. Good morning, Gary. There is a big problem with this, and I don't believe in the article, the contagion of the FTX collapse is spreading right across the entire crypto market, and all eyes are on crypto lender Genesis, which is reportedly on the verge of bankruptcy. Reports have it that Genesis is looking to desperately raise $1 billion to avoid liquidity crunch and facilitate withdrawals on its platform. Problem that we're facing is now some of the crooks are coming out. Some of the crooks are being found. And what here is the problem? The second tornado. I just want to get this out. This is very important, ladies and gentlemen. What would happen if USDT were to collapse? Well, the value of the USDT's assets falls significantly below its liabilities, and the market loses confidence. The entire crypto markets will plunge in a way that you could not imagine. The effects of this will shake markets around the world, including equities and commodities. Ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy because you have to do your own research. None of it is financial advice. This could be a conspiracy. Yes. Problem of this is these are the things we talk about. We have to go about in order to understand this crypto space. So I expect by December 5th, we will get a blow up. Yes, big believer in that. I also believe, though, that there was a $4,000 price that is very concerning, ladies and gentlemen, coming all the way down. What would happen is, well, the old resistance would flip into support as it did before. Well, up here is a resistance that I found, and it's right here. If you see this leg down, there's a top, and it brings us to the 4,000, which scares the living bejesus out of me. Now, it excites a lot of y'all, but if you understand what's going on, a lot of fun into the market happens. Well, this is what I think is possible. So I know we're far away, but hey, you have to pay attention. None of this is impossible. When I said the market was over, and I believe that we're back to the bull run cycle, that was before FTX decided to spend billions and billions, perhaps $10 billion worth of people's money. If you remember, what is $10 billion into the total crypto market cap that is now $1 trillion averaged enough time? Well, ladies and gentlemen, 10 billion is not that bad. So I understand the FUD's real. We have to avoid all of this nonsense in order to stay away from anywhere that number. Now let's talk about it right now. I do have Bitcoin here. I want to show you what I talked about. I said 17,000. We would have to have 17,000 to break above. And if you could see right here, what we do, well, we hit exact resistance towards that 17,000. It is shown time and time again here. We cannot break above it just yet. So if you're paying attention to the crypto price this morning, and thank you very much for your subscribe, and thank you very much for any like that you may have be able to have done. I appreciate it all. Thank you so very much. So here we are currently right now looking and breaking down Bitcoin this morning. I believe the 5th of December, we will get a bigger breakout here. As you can see currently on the daily, trying to get above. So I do see it. I did say earlier we were looking at the Bollinger Bands, and it looked like something was getting ready to break out to the up or to the downside. Now, I don't know if you remember that RSI levels, as you can see, coming here from November 9th. So since November 9th, we've been going up. So the trend is your friend since November 9th. Did say that the exponential moving average was getting tight here. And don't tell me I didn't say it, because you can go back to the last 2 or 3 videos and I did this. And I said, well, here's the bands coming out, ladies and gentlemen, the Bollinger Bands. Obviously not the color we use. That is for green. Bollinger Bands are beautiful. Every time they seem to get tight and come in, it seems to be the price action I get, right? So what happens is this is getting really tight. We get an action to the up or to the downside. Yes, Wall Street Pete said he believes it's going to the downside. Well, guess what? This is the double bottom end pattern that I believe is starting to come into play. So here it is right now. I talked about that on the last few videos. I said be careful. There was an 18.3 M that would possibly occur, which could result into a huge downfall. So I do believe that this is still occurring. If we break the 17, I know, I believe 18,000, I believe 18.3 will hit or come very, very close to this. And what will happen is then we'll find this double bottom end pattern. No one is going to be happy, but this is what the investors, the whales, are doing on their last rug pull, whatever you want to call it, on their last, just being whales, right? This is what they do. This is an instinct. They make you sell. They make you buy. It's just what happens. The rich get richer, and the people who keep praying and wishing to be one of those rich people, well, unfortunately, you stay poor. So currently right now at 18.3, you can see here all the way from June, from the middle of the summer, we have developed this support, which is now going to develop, hopefully in time, to some resistance until we finally break above. So 18.3, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone is paying attention to the Bitcoin price, as you can tell, the small little pattern here, I said yesterday we could break out of it. It could be a falling wedge. It was a falling wedge. We broke out. This is a beautiful sign, but ladies and gentlemen, the double bottom M pattern will be coming. I'm pretty confident here. As you can see currently, that's what it looks like. So be careful with the M hitting to the peak of 18.3. So I don't want to repeat it too much, kill a dead horse. Ethereum is in the mix. Solana trying to get in the green, right? Let's see where Solana is. I think it's in the 8th spots. Not the 8th. Whew. It's down there. I think it was 18th, if I was to be correct. Where is Solana? That's how bad we are. Cardano 9, Dogecoin 6. And did Solana disappear? Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not paid attention to where Solana may have gone. On the depth chart is 16. I'm sorry. We are blind this morning. So right now, currently $13.54 for Solana. Volume is pretty low. Market cap, obviously, you can see in the 16th range. We have Tron, Shiba, new Litecoin, and Polkadot well above that. So good morning to you, Mad Poodle. Getting to the end of the video, 12 minutes so far. Have not done this in a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Who would like to talk about a crypto asset that we have not done in a while, or perhaps something you would like to see, or hear me break down where I think we're going to go? I hate to say it, but the narrative has been nothing but down. If you had to give me a guess, we're about to maybe start the beginning of spring, fork of the crypto. But we're going to have to get into the summer before it begins, and I do believe the real summer of 2023 is when we're going to start seeing some of that bullish momentum. So you have about 6-7 months, maybe even 8, to accumulate as much as you can. So I say a dollar cost average in is the best method. While we're waiting, Mad Poodle, Gary, or whoever else may be watching, is there an asset? Is there a token that you would like Wall Street Pete to go over? Anything on here on the TradingView list, even from to Ethereum? I don't see why we can't do Ethereum. As you can see, it's breaking out of the falling wedge here. Always does happen earlier. This was Ethereum here. Jasmy. So Jasmy is going to be the token we talk about. Start talking about this small falling wedge here, ladies and gentlemen, right? And what do we talk about the correlation from 18.3? Well, 13.5 is the double bottom M pattern you would see form. I don't even have to finish the left M. You can see, right? Double bottom M for Ethereum. That'll get you in. And then what happens? Ladies and gentlemen, let me really show you, because this may blow your effing mind. Head and shoulders pattern, left shoulder, head. Look at this trend line, ladies and gentlemen. The trend is your friend to the end, and we're not talking about Chucky. So the breakdown for Ethereum, right? 4,900, just about. This touch here, beautiful. This touch, not so beautiful, but we have it here. But once again, we do touch perfectly on this. So we have 3 beautiful touches, right? The start, the middle, and the end. So pay attention to what is happening. I'm not done with this down here, all the way to 521 for the possible Ethereum. We may do this. If we could do it in 20 minutes, we can get 2 of them, Cardano and Jasmy. What I think is happening, this is the correlation, ladies and gentlemen, so don't expect too much of a bullish momentum from me or out of me. But what I think is happening is that we're going to get this double bottom M pattern. This is the left bottom of the M. I want to get rid of that, or just make it really small so you can see what we're talking about. Double bottom M pattern is forming for Ethereum and the rest of the market. The people are getting out. The people do not like what is happening, and that's the M that we're talking about. So pay attention to that. What's the possibility to the upside? Well, the circled price right here. I would need to start breaking massively and bullishly above the 1,600, ultimately finish above 1,700. If you could see the trend, to break the trend, obviously, we want to be trading 2,000. Once we're doing that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what anyone says. We are out of this bull crap market. We're looking fantastic. So I hope you've stuck around long enough to understand what I'm showing here. Yes, 521 is a worst case scenario for me down to here. Bitcoin has a long way before it were to go down to 4,000. But those were some of the scenarios that could happen. That's why they say don't ever say nothing can happen. Don't ever say it can't happen. It can happen, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't know that FTX was going to do what they were going to do. You're going to tell me there's other people out there that are not doing shady shit? They're the people you don't hear about. Why? Because they don't get caught. All right, so let's get into it. Jasmy, Cardano. There's Cardano, and let's get into the Jasmy. So we got two beautiful assets. I actually am in love with both assets very, very much. So little bias here, I want to say so myself. Getting onto a daily, let's see what has happened in this complete mess that I have here. And I can't pay attention to this no more. This hurts my eyes. I know we have a few things we were breaking down here, and we haven't talked about Jasmy or Cardano in a while. So here we are coming down in this huge falling wedge, and we have not seen anything come in to tell us that, well, we're looking bullish. The only thing I see here, and we're on a daily chart, we're going to fix this up. You know what? I'm going to erase everything. I don't like what I see. It looks a mess. All right, so this is the daily. We're looking at TradingView, Bitfinex. Currently right now on this chart, if you look at the daily, each candle represents a day. Now, if you've noticed, there is not too much going on. But my concern, just analyzing, we have a few areas, right, can talk about and be concerned here. So we do have a one big line here. This is very important, but I'm going to see if I can peek up to about there. All right, I remember that price. That's a very, very important price. Everybody remembers the 0.0088 or 85. I'm sure you're very familiar with that. What happens here is this is our goal to find when does this huge long, probably into May, as I say, the summer of this year, major support. We're going to wait and find out when do we stop falling to flip that old support there into new resistance. So what I'm waiting for right now is a possibility of a trend flip, right? We have no indicators up. We have nothing. We don't even know what we're talking about right now with what we're seeing. Jasmy currently right now, I'm not sure where it stands on the top market capitalization. I got something in my eye. Wonderful time. So Jasmy currently right now, as we select it, and I got something still in my eye. All right, so now we have the 560th ranked token, okay? People don't pay attention to it. People don't know much about it. We'll pay attention if you want it to the volume. Check out this. I don't know why this is happening. We're just having a weird day right now. It's hump day. Looking at the RSI levels, okay, over some time that we've had. We only have about 2021 of last year, so we got about a year of Jasmy looking at this, breaking this down, sideways boring action. Nothing really exciting, but we do see some correlation of a downtrend, right? I don't see anything showing that we have completely bottomed yet because if you pay attention from November of last year, we have not popped above this previous area. I don't even know what you want to call it, a higher low. So this is what we're going to talk about here. In this RSI level here, even on the charts, it's kind of the same thing. It's like a falling wedge coming in. We have not broken out of that falling wedge on the RSI level. I don't think we're going to be finished. We're going to look at the head and shoulders pattern. This is why I do a head and shoulders. We're taking a long time. I feel like we're working on a patient. He's dying right now. But here it is coming into play. This could be your head and shoulders pattern. Let me see if I can stop it right there. Hold on. I'm going to butcher this real quick. Running out of screen. So if I were to keep showing you what I think can happen here, and this is where we're going to evaluate everything. I know it's kind of boring here, but you'll see the price here coming in. Are we done falling? This is what concerns me here. We may not be done falling. We could come down a little lower. If we go back into the daily, we don't have enough information to see. We've never been this low before. Therefore, you're chasing a falling knife. So this is where I'm concerned. This is where I would not mess around. What would I need to do to find out, ladies and gentlemen, if we are done falling? Well, if we're done falling, obviously the last pivot here for that support level / resistance that we are having is 0.0042. So we have to establish the daily above that price, 0.0042, in order to be remained or considered serious again. And that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, has not been seen. If you see here, 0.0042 has to come back into this for this to be considered an inverted head with the right shoulder coming in, hitting resistance now, not there, but most likely back at the resistance as we did before. So you see the price here, 0.069, you won't forget that price. This is probably your next pull-up or your next highest peak. If not, you're going to find automatically that is. And what is that? That's what more I'm comfortable with. The 0.0063 sell out, come down, build the right shoulder, probably on this trend to the down here. If you see the crossed line, I will see a price coming all the way back to the 0.005, and then, ladies and gentlemen, could be a right shoulder heading back up to this price where I was saying. So that's the Jasmy prediction. That's the Jasmy thought broken down in my crazy theory of technical analysis. But what happens is we're hitting resistance now of old support. Just a very small time. So I am not completely sold that we're done falling. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't have enough history to give me that information on this chart. So therefore, I'm not going to play with it too much more, but give you the scenarios of what I have and what I can give you. So we're going to do this again. I must be playing games here because I've not seen that. Now, Cardano, another chart, we're going to have a little bit of more time frame, which is nice. So this will be a little different. This will actually give me some better information. Now, I destroyed everything I had before. Why? Because I don't really care. But if you do notice, currently we are hitting old support back into support. So that's not something I'm finding anything alarming. We're just finding old support back from January of 2021 before Elon announced Tesla was buying 1.5 billion, and then we went off to the races. So this is kind of similar to what I was looking at on the Bitcoin chart with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was coming a spot somewhere around here, and we were talking about this. We were talking about the 4,000. This is correlated with 4,000. So if anyone wanted to know, this is what I meant. When I said, do you want to hear an asset that's correlated with what Bitcoin could be doing? Do you want to hear about the possibilities, what could happen, where we could go? I hate to say it, but when I see prices like this is where the 20-cent Cardano comes into play. This is where it all began. When was the time? It was November of 2020, 2 years ago. And 2 years ago, we already know that's a half cycle of a Bitcoin halving. What's happening here is we could form all the way down old resistance flipping into support. Now, that is something I can understand. If it does that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be buying Cardano even more. Right now, you have the dollar cost average in whatever you believe in, right? Not financial advice, just a gentleman, twice is nice. So pay attention to what has happened to the Cardano price. Pay attention to the history. Do your own homework. Who is involved? Are they you're comfortable investing your money with someone of this stature, right? I like Charles Hoskinson. I'm a big fan of the Ethereum project. You see where that went. So if he is the old co-founder, if he's the co-founder, which that makes no sense, the old co-founder. If he was the co-founder of Ethereum, well, then I'm going to be comfortable with saying, hey, the second asset he ever made is going to be better, right? If you had sex with a woman for the first time, you're 16 years old, you're nervous, you've never had sex before. Well, when you have sex with her, it's pretty horrible. You do it for about 3 more times, pretty sure you're going to do a lot better. So he's creating a second coin. It's called Cardano after Ethereum, and look what we've done. So this is what I'm seeing here in the crypto market space. We've never survived, or have never even been in, this is where the price is. We've never been in a recession. We've never been in the FTX collapse. We've never been in, quite frankly, any of that. So currently right now, if you are in Cardano, these are the expectations I have. This is what I expect. And unfortunately, look at that, another 44% down. So don't know what to tell you. Please hit the like and subscribe. I'm not a big fan of this either, but hey, you're a Cardano holder. You now know that there's a chance we can come buy back at the 20 cents. I'm going to start dollar cost averaging at 20. That's up to you to do what you want. We may never even see these prices, right? So if we don't see these prices, well, congratulations if you already own it. But that's the best part about crypto, to be in it, to win it, right? They say it the other way, dyslexic, we know. But that's the point. There could be a little bit of a turn here. Let's pay attention to what we're receiving. Obviously, as I see here, the market is recovering a little bit, and I do see this nice trend. Obviously, band is getting tight, and as you can see here, Bollinger Band's getting in a little tighter. Could we get this bounce off and through? Well, if we do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to break a price. I'll give it to you before we go. This video is getting much longer than I anticipated. But if I want to show you right here, right above, this could be the ultimate price, 40 cents. So 40 cents could come through. We'll see what happens here. If we start breaking above this price and don't hit resistance, there's something parabolic happening, obviously. I don't expect any of that to happen. But if it does happen, it's an exciting moment because we could be getting a nice little reef. That's what you say, rally relief. You say reef. I guess that's how it was made, created. So there you go right there. I do believe this is a possibility. Then we get another downtick to the downside coming in. So ways to be fooled, ways to be triggered, ways to be manipulated. This could be what's happening. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I expect the entire crypto space to do. I know it doesn't sound right, but this is a double bottom end pattern, as you can see here coming in, and then what will happen there. So it's very similar. Could be happening right now. just letting everybody know. My name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. And if you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, we talk about technical analysis, talk about the crypto news. Sometimes can be a little conspiracy-like. We try to stay away from that. But these are some of the things I pay attention to. Top 10 total crypto market cap. Dogecoin is in there. Thank your local tweeter. His name is Elon Musk. If it wasn't for Elon Musk tweeting away, Dogecoin would probably be nothing. So 10 cents, 10 and a half, as we're hitting the resistance I currently talk about on this channel. You have to pay attention. We are still up 31% in the last 7 days. So things to pay attention to. Matic Polygon partners with Disney. So much news over this year. It's been a wonderful year, and I would like to do that as well. We're going to go over a New Year special, hopefully. Now going into a 26-minute video. Did not want to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful day. Used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. If you could please share this with a friend, let somebody know, hey, there's a guy who actually paid attention in the market, seen how these people traded, learned technical analysis, and this is the place where people created a market. This is how the market cap was made, right? People all over the world would call us, execute a trade to my broker. We would then charge you a fee to execute the trade. And what the shady shit they would do is, oh, this is a better fill on price. I'll take that for my account. Oh, look at the time. We did it at the same time. So yeah, I could take this one. It's amazing. It's amazing what you learn. I'm not saying people did it, but I know it happened. You have a wonderful day, Wall Street Pete. It's amazing. The Wolf of Wall Street. Go watch the movie. But that's what pretty much is going to happen. If anybody is new to the channel, if anybody doesn't follow me on Instagram, believe it or not, they're going to make a movie out of this guy. I kid you not. Sam Bankman-Fried, they already said it.
The crypto.
But they're going to make a movie out of this punk. It's coming out on Amazon. He speaks today, by the way. I don't know if anyone knows that. He actually speaks for the New York Times today. And Michael Saylor, I do love this gentleman very much with his information that he gives. There is no other Bitcoin like it. If you don't know who Michael Saylor is, I suggest you learn a little bit about who he is, and you'll probably learn a lot more about what the digital currency of Bitcoin actually is. Until the next video, my friends, Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Take care.